Joe Varden, Cleveland.com. Ty, start with LeBron, 46, 11, and 9 in an elimination game. What do you take away from what you saw from him?
Greatness. I think championship pedigree. Giving it his all, and we needed that, especially when Kevin went down. We had to play Bron as being mental. We had to. So, he delivered. He was up for the challenge. He carried us home, as usual. But, a lot of other guys stepped up too. I thought Jeff Green did a great job. I thought Clarkson came in and gave us some good minutes. George Hill being aggressive. Larry Nance, playing that whole fourth quarter. So, guys really chipped in and helped, in the absence of Kevin. And, LeBron brought us home as usual. Big shots, playing through, being tired and fatigued. But we needed him to be big, and he was big.
And then, you basically played 8 guys, I guess, maybe less. And with Kevin being out and the way LeBron had to play tonight and the other guys had to play, do you worry at all about them having enough left in the tank for one more?
Enough, as in what?
Just enough energy, enough.
Oh, man, come on. You ain't got no choice. One game from the finals, Game 7. I can get out there and do something for that. Come on, got to be ready. Ready to play. No excuses. Game 7 to go to the NBA Finals. We got to be ready.
Ty, David Grenovan, ESPN. After Larry Nance fell into LeBron's leg, what did you see? How did you think that affected LeBron's game, if at all?
Well, we were short on timeouts, and I was about to take one, and Bron said, "No, I'm good," and then came and scored right the same possession. So I think he might have just banged his knee, but other than that, he's fine.
And Kevin, have you a chance to check in with him?
No, I haven't had a chance to see the medical staff. I know at halftime they was evaluating him, but I don't know anything right now.
Tyronn Potesta, the Sports Animal 1390 in Youngstown. You started the second quarter with LeBron, Green, Korver, Clarkson, and Nance Jr. down 5. Outscored Boston 26-13 in the first 8:37 using that lineup in the second quarter. Can you talk about the defensive presence of that lineup in the second quarter?
I thought they did a great job defensively. That's what got us back in the game. I thought we got stops and then was able to get out and run and get in transition. And I thought Clarkson came in and gave us a defensive lift, 5 rebounds, rebounding the basketball. Nance was great on switching out, guarding smaller guards and having 2 steals and rebounding the basketball. Jeff, a versatile player who can guard, multiple positions, and Bron. And then you got Kyle just, fighting and competing. So I thought we had a scrappy unit out there, and they provided and, helped us out in that second quarter.
Ty, Kenny wrote at WHBC, only 9 turnovers tonight for 7 points. How much of an emphasis was there from you, the coaching staff, to the guys about valuing the basketball in this elimination game?
A big emphasis. We know that they scored off our turnovers, and tonight, I didn't think we did a great job defensively as far as getting back in transition. I thought they hurt us by getting it up quick and trying to attack early. So we got to do a better job with that. But our half-court defense has been really solid this series. So we just got to do a better job in transition and taking care of the basketball, which helps with that.
Ty, as a player and now as a coach, have you ever been involved in a series where home court advantage seems to mean so much? And with that in mind, how do you take what you guys did here tonight at home on the road?
Well, we've been talking about it for a while now, but we have the blueprint. We understand what we need to do defensively and offensively. I think if we take care of the basketball, I think we'll be in good shape, especially on the road. We got to do a better job of just getting off to good starts and not letting the crowd get involved in the game early and limiting our turnovers, and I think we'll be in good shape.
Steve Hexburn, NBA.com. In games like this, what goes into your thinking on LeBron and rest? When you're going to try to rest him, if you're even going to try to rest him?
You try to get him, you always want to close the quarters great, but if you can get him, the end of quarters and try to bring him back, that's what you shoot for. And then after that, just trying to use your timeouts wisely. I thought we had an extra when Brad called a timeout with 6:14, and we had one to waste before the 3-minute mark. So I think around the 4:17 mark, I was able to take another timeout, and that helped Bron get a little bit more rest. So just the flow of the game, how the game was going, and how he's feeling.
So when he comes off with 57 seconds left, even a little bit of rest is better than none at that point.
When you get the minute rest of actual game time, and then you get 3-minute rest during the timeout, and by the time you step on the floor, you're close to 4.5 minutes. So, yeah.
Marla Ridenour, Akron Beacon Journal. LeBron scored 12 points after he banged legs. Could you tell at all that he was feeling that?
I tried to give him the bang his other knee, so then we could have had 24. But no, he just fought through everything tonight, man. He was huge, and that's what you expect out of the best player in the world. You know, you expect games like this on elimination nights, and I think he's the all-time leading scorer in elimination games. So, you know, add this to it.
Jeff Shadell, News Herald. Hey, Ty, we all know what three-point shooter Kyle is, but you like him winning, getting that jump ball with Baines. Could you talk about the way he plays overall?
I mean, you know, he plays like a champion, you know, and he plays to win every single night, no matter what it is. If it causes for him to come off screens for 35 minutes and not get one shot, but he's causing confusion and we're scoring the basketball, that's all he cares about. He doesn't care about shots. He doesn't care about if he's making baskets. All he cares about is winning, and that's what you need, you know, out of veteran guys. And that's what he's showing. You know, that's what he shows as he's been here and throughout his career. But just him competing, you know, boxing out all the time, taking charges, you know, in the right place defensively all the time. And you can count on him defensively, you know. Not the best, you know, one-on-one, you know, 37 years old, but when it calls for help defense and being in the right place, in the right spot, you can count on Corver to be there every time.